Hi, NLM 545. It's Mitch Menchaca talking about service enterprise, a new concept for me and something that I thought was really interesting. And service enterprise is an organization that strategically integrates and leverages volunteer throughout its operation to improve its mission and bottom line. I thought this was just a really great way to get volunteers involved in all sorts of projects throughout the organization. I ran a small nonprofit organization in California where I would get individuals all the time saying, "Oh, I know about QuickBooks or accounting or strategic planning. I'd be great for your board." When in fact, they probably wouldn't be. But having a volunteer role in the organization, if that was something that interested them, would be something that would be really interesting to follow. But the text also says that this is something that the entire organization has to ingrain themselves with, everything from the volunteer manager to the CEO and other stakeholders in the organization to make the program work, because you don't want to just make this one person's task. It has to be something that's ingrained. For instance, if I did bring on somebody that wanted to volunteer that knew about accounting and QuickBooks, I, as the executive director, probably need that buy-in to make sure that reporting and accounting and all of those things are appropriate and supervising in a certain way, versus a volunteer manager getting into the ins and outs of that project. Now, the actual model is something that I think is pretty traditional in any kind of training or coaching for any parts of the sector. I did a executive training program in communications, strategic communications, where I applied for the program. They did a diagnosis of our organization's communications plan, all sorts of things. I did some pre-training meetings with them. I went to the training, I did the coaching, I got the certification, I then followed up, and the cycle went around the room. The difference is, because I was the communications person, like, that was something that was focused on me. I did get the sign off of leadership to do it, but I think with this one, it's the leadership that's having to put in that application and do that diagnosis with the entire organization and do the training and certification and follow up for continuous improvement, because like the text says, the entire organization needs to own this if they are going to be a true service enterprise. So this is something that I'm excited to share with people, because I think in the sector, especially the arts nonprofit sector, we could use this human capital in other ways than just filling out docents or school tours or etc. So excited to learn about this concept.